What's your name?
My name's...
How long have you been driving buses for?
I've been driving about 6 years.
Oh, wow. Do you know the other bus drivers?
I know most of them, but a lot of them I know. But there's like almost 500 drivers, so I mean, you can't know them all. I'd like to tell you this much, the 201 and 202, the Superloop, are the best two routes going. I'll tell you why. The 212 is too Superloop. All the UCSD kids have passes. So, I mean, you don't have to fool around with the fare box with them. You can load 40 or 50 kids in, in 5 minutes. If you try doing that with people that were paying cash, it should take 20, 25 minutes. The kids, UCSD kids are like in a line. They all get on in a very orderly fashion. Like I said earlier, you got bus passes. When they leave, they're so nice. Yeah, they're always saying thank you, driver. Very nice kids. That's why usually when drivers drive this route, you'll see that they're a little bit older. They have more seniority. Everybody wants to do these routes.
Have you driven the other routes, like the 30 and 41?
I've driven them all, yeah. This is by far the best one. I don't care. During the summer school, we pick up 50 or 60 kids over by the building there. But in case we load them up just like that, and they all get off at one stop, best route going, this one.
But have you seen a lot of rich people ride the bus too?
Yeah, actually, we've had around here, there's some doctors, I don't know why, they ride the bus. Jolly Center. You get a little bit of everything on these buses. Oh, it's the speaker. But yeah, you get a bit of everything. As you get more seniority, though, this is what you gravitate towards. This route. And if you notice, you'll see a lot of older guys driving this one. Oh, one more thing about that is wheelchairs. Let's say if you're driving and going downtown, driving one of those routes, and you get a wheelchair, it can be really frustrating because you might have a 15-minute break coming up. If you pick up a wheelchair or 2 wheelchairs, there goes your break because it takes extra time to hook them up. So, I mean, it's hard not to be mad. You don't want to be mad at somebody in a wheelchair, but it's like, oh no, there goes my break. So, yeah, you get 15 minutes out of it again, but if you're 15 minutes late, you just got to turn around and go right back again. So, yeah, and on the 212, there's very few wheelchairs. Another reason this is such a good route.
What route wouldn't you want to have?
Oh, the ghetto route, I take the 4, the 11. Those are pretty ghetto. I mean, when you're new, you gotta take those routes because you don't have those seniority, so you're doing a lot of ghetto routes. I'm going to be on TV.
Thank you. Oh, nice. Okay, thank you.
All right, let's see it.
All right, how long have you been driving for?
Going on my 5th year.
Okay. Have you driven a lot of the routes?
I think I drove them all.
Oh, all of them? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what routes do you like driving? Or do you have no preference?
Well, I like the longer routes.
The longer routes?
Yeah, which is like 30, 20, or the 11.
Another driver I interviewed said he liked the 30 because it's scenic. Like, it goes through places that look good.
Yeah, it's scenic. Of course, you get the relaxation of the water, but you also have the transition of passengers.
Do you like the passengers that you get on the 30?
95% of the time.
Okay.
I mean, of course, you have your select favorites that you pray don't get on the bus.
Oh, are there routes where you really like driving? I mean, like, don't like driving?
Yeah, I don't like driving short routes, like the 201, 204, 202, a 5. To me, they're short and they get me dizzy.
Oh, okay, so you don't like the short routes, you like the longer routes.
I like the longer routes.
Is there a trend on certain routes? Like you kind of know what kind of people you're gonna get on that route?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I mean, okay, well, we're up here, so you're gonna get students. We're up at UTC area, La Jolla, so you're gonna get the students, a lot more students on here. Working people. When you get down towards PB, you're gonna get the, fun, hang around, probably the drunks. And, when you get downtown, you get a mixture of everything. So you can see that transition. That's what I meant by that transition of people on certain routes. Like the Route 11 has a good transition of people because it hits so many communities on the way to both destinations. Lavon, Clark.
And that has something to do with how long the route is, right? Because if it's short, then it's not hitting that many points, so it's not getting that diverse of people.
That could be it. That could be one of the factors, but I don't think it is the main factor.
What do you think is the main factor?
Oh, that's a good question. As far as main factor for relationship with people, or the concentration of the type of people that you get?
Yeah.
I mean, people live in certain areas, so they tend to migrate. We have a bus service there. So we might be just, like we said, hitting that one specific area. If we expanded it, then we might hit a different class of people, but...
Do you think people might act a certain way or behave a certain way depending on where they live?
That's a good question. I can't say that, the La Jolla person's not going to act up on the bus because he may very well be the person that I got to kick out the bus.
Yeah.
The person that's from an urban area is probably going to act with, good manners. And he's the person that's going to be on the bus. So it's hard to tell. I just think it has to do more with behaviors than it does like the situations. It's a crapshoot when you do this.
Okay.
You never know what you're gonna get. You can have on a suit and act up, or you can have on a pair of, holy pants and act right. You just never know.
Yeah. Another driver said that he's gotten homeless people who are really nice to him, and he's also gotten really rich people who are mean, and rude.
Yeah. You get a combination. I think that's kind of one of the beauties of it, that you do have that combination. Are you trying to take me? Or are you trying to keep going? Like, you just put it in front of things. See, stuff like that you have to be captured.
Okay, what's your name?
My name, actually, it's and I've been driving for almost 35 years.
Wow.
And yes, it's been quite a while.
Have you driven a lot of the routes?
I have been a driver for 35 years. I have driven just about all the routes that San Diego Transit had. There are favorite routes I enjoy doing, and there are other routes that I more or less I feel it's very undesirable to do.
Yeah. Is there a trend between, is there a relationship between the routes and the people you get?
There is. It all depends on the geographical location. And of course, like if you see how the majority of people that live in a certain area, you could actually see their lifestyle or their, how would you say, the category that they fit into financial status, let's say. Those who are in a more higher level in their finance seems to live in an area where it's more high class, I'd say. And those who are struggling, or those who are in the poor class, they live in kind of like in the ghetto area. And then again, based on their environment, they tend to what they call a survival mode that they put themselves into. And in doing so, I think that's where a lot of the people tend to generate their characters to like, I'm important, I need this, I need that, you're not what I want you to be, or you're not my type, or, I mean, I think it's a matter of those who are living in an environment, they tend to shape their personality. So like this environment we're in right now, people tend to be more civilized. They tend to have what they call the haves people compared to the have-nots.
You driven the routes through the ghetto?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
And,
How's that like?
You know, the majority, I'm not saying all the people in the district or that type of environment are undesirables. I call them undesirables. But there are a few there that happens to be, well, not really belonging in that area, but they, out of unfortunate reasons, they happen to be there. But again, you know, driving in those areas, it's more challenging because there's a lot of people there that I guess it's because of the hardshipness that they're experiencing. They tend to put the blame on others. And being a bus driver, being a servant, they tend to expect more from you in regards to their position as to you know, their lifestyle or how they feel about themselves.
What routes do you like to drive? What are the best ones?
The ones I like to drive? Well, tell the truth, being that I've been driving for so long now, well, like I said, 35 years is a long time. Now, driving the same route over and over and over again tend to be a little more. Hi.
Hello.
Very good, thank you.
Hello.
Hi, my name. Any route that I get positive response from people, just like these two just came in, you know, notice how I greeted them, acknowledged them, and they gave me the feedback that they received, and they gave me the same acknowledgement. So any route that has those kind of people or passengers, ones are able to interact with, they're open to interact with. This particular route we're doing, which is basically the majority of it is students, they seem to be in a very, I guess, well-off family type environment that they grew up in.
Thank you.